Hello everyone. I, Ms. Bhavna Danesh Munod, welcome you all in Agricultural Development Trust, Shardabai Pawar, Mahila Arts, Commerce and Science College, Sharda Nagar, Baramati. Good day, dear students. Last period we studied about the second type of cross elasticity of demand, that it is change in quantity demanded of one commodity to change in price of other commodity. So it will be complementary goods or substitute goods, and symbolical representation was EC is equal to percentage change in QA, that is quantity demanded of A, divided by percentage change in price B, that is other commodity. So we studied about this. Now we'll study the next point, that is they have told symbolical representation QA is equal to what, children? Original quantity demanded of commodity A. QA is equal to change in quantity demanded of commodity A. PB is original price of commodity B, and delta sign, that is change in price of commodity B. Now they also told that we should know what is positive cross elasticity over here in substitute goods. Example, tea and coffee, children, they have told positive cross elasticity. Then for complementary goods, see the complementary goods are tea and sugar, they have told negative cross elasticity. And non-related goods means tea and books are not related with each other, those goods are coming under zero cross elasticity, children. They can ask in objectives, keep in mind. So that's why we have to tell regarding cross elasticity of demand, what is there, children? For positive cross elasticity, we have substitute goods, tea and coffee. For negative cross elasticity, we have complementary goods, example tea and sugar. And for zero cross elasticity, we have non-related goods, example tea and books, children. Now we come to a third type of demand, that is price elasticity of demand, children. The third one, price elasticity, third type. So here, according to Professor Alfred Marshall, price elasticity of demand is a ratio of proportionate change in the quantity demanded of a commodity to a given proportionate change in its price. See, same type of proportionate change means when change is there in quantity demanded, there will be change in price at a given proportion, that is called as price elasticity of demand. See, here we are studying types of elasticity of demand, where we studied about income and cross elasticity of demand, children. Then the third one is price elasticity of demand, we studied over here. It is telling us that according to Professor Alfred Marshall, price elasticity of demand is a ratio of proportionate change in quantity demanded of a commodity to a given proportionate change in price. And the symbolical representation we will see, children, over here, that is ED. ED is what? Price. ED symbol is denoted to price elasticity of demand. So ED is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. See the symbolical representation also they have told that ED is equal to percentage, that delta sign is change in quantity demanded upon change in percentage change in price. And then they have solved ED is equal to delta Q upon Q divided by delta P upon P. ED is equal to delta Q upon Q multiplied by P upon delta P. So where Q will stand at original quantity demanded, delta Q is difference between new quantity and original quantity of demand, children. Symbolical representation. And P is original price, and delta P or change in P is difference between new price and original price. So again we will see what is price elasticity of demand, children. Symbolically represented is as ED, that is price elasticity of demand. Income is EY. Okay, income is denoted by symbol EY. Then cross elasticity is EC, and price elasticity, the third type, that is, children, ED. where it is told as percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. Now, in this price elasticity of demand, children, there are more 5 types of price elasticity of demand. Keep in mind. And each one is having a diagram. See, in exam for 8 marks it will ask explain the types of elasticity of demand, where you should write income elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand, price elasticity of demand with formula, and also in that price elasticity of demand there are more 5 types, children, that we are going to study one by one. So the first type of price elasticity of demand is perfectly elastic demand. Keep in mind, perfectly elastic demand, symbolical representation in a simple way to understand that is ED is equal to infinite. See, you can see in the bracket over there, ED is equal to infinite. That means when a slight or zero change in the price brings about an infinite change in demand, whatever quantity demanded is there of that commodity, it is called as perfectly elastic demand. See, I am repeating again, keep in mind, slight change in price, children. Slight change in price will affect the demand in quantity demanded infinite way. We cannot count. Infinite means what? We cannot count. So, infinite change is there in quantity demanded of that commodity, then that time it is called as perfectly elastic demand. ED is equal to infinite. And this is a theoretical concept. So, for example, they have told 10% fall in price will lead to an infinite rise in demand. Keep in mind, 10% fall, slight change, that is 10% fall in price will lead to an infinite change in demand. And the formula represented is as ED is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. So, slight or zero change in the price brings about an infinite change in the quantity demanded of that commodity. It is called as perfectly elastic demand. And this is a theoretical concept. 10% fall in price will lead to an infinite rise in demand. Symbolical representation is ED is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. That means perfectly elastic demand, ED is equal to infinite. Now we will see in the further diagram how the diagram is, demand curve is. So this demand curve, see children over here, the demand curve of perfectly elastic demand, important point over here, is a horizontal line parallel to x-axis indicating perfectly elastic demand curve. See in the diagram. See children, if you can see clearly, this is perfectly elastic demand curve. Over here, how the line is parallel to x-axis, if you can see. A horizontal line parallel to x-axis, that means ED is equal to infinite, which is called as perfectly elastic demand. Now this is the first type of perfectly elastic demand. Now come to the second one, children, that is perfectly inelastic demand. Now what is this perfectly inelastic demand, children? We will see. When a percentage change in price has no effect on the quantity demanded for a commodity, it is called as perfectly inelastic demand, where ED is equal to 0. Keep in mind, ED is equal to 0 when? For perfectly inelastic demand. So example they have given, 20% fall in price will have no effect on change in quantity of demanded, then ET is equal to 0. No change, 20% say fall in price, 20% demand change. What will happen? 0 means no change in quantity demanded, even if the price falls. Even if the price falls, they have no change in demand, that time ED is equal to 0. That is called as perfectly inelastic demand, children. And the diagram of perfectly inelastic demand, we can tell that It is vertical straight line. See children, if you can see in the diagram, the demand curve is vertical straight line parallel to y-axis. So, we will see the formula for perfectly inelastic demand. ED is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. Means what? The demand quantity has not changed. So, ED is equal to 0 upon 20. So, 0 divided by 20 means 0. So, ED is equal to 0 children. So, in practice, such a situation rarely occurs. For example, demand for salt and milk. So, even if price falls, the demand doesn't have any effect. So, they have given an example of milk and salt. And they also told that in figure this 3.12, when price rises, see when price rises from OP to OP1 and when price falls from OP to OP2, demand remains unchanged at OQ. Therefore, demand curve is a vertical straight line parallel to y-axis indicating perfectly inelastic demand curve. See, if you can see in the diagram children, this line represents what it is there? Parallel to y-axis but vertical straight line, vertical, and perfectly elastic demand curve is horizontal, parallel to y-axis. This is a straight line parallel to y-axis where demand is 0. Means slight change in falling in price also doesn't have any effect on demand, then elasticity of demand is 0 over here children. Now we come to the third type of elasticity of demand that is very interesting, that is called as unitary elastic demand. Now why unitary elastic demand children? Same proportionate of ratio is changed. Which ratio? That is quantity of demanded and price. Means for example 20% the price has been fallen and 20% the demand has been changed. That is 20 divided by 20, it comes 1. Same proportionate change and ED is equal to 1, then that time we call as unitary elastic demand. See, perfectly inelastic demand we have seen, perfectly inelastic demand also we have seen. Then the third one, unitary elastic demand, that means same proportionate change in quantity demanded and price, ED is equal to 1. So for example, they have told 50% fall in price of a commodity will lead to 50% rise in quantity demanded. So 50% fall in price of a commodity will lead to 50% rise in quantity demanded. So the formula over here is ED is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price, or original price is equal to 50 divided by 50 is equal to 1. So ED is equal to 1 children. See, if you can see, percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. So suppose percentage change in quantity is 50, price has changed by 50, 50 divided by 50, it is ED is equal to 1 children. Therefore here for third, that is unitary elastic demand, we have ED is equal to 1. And see what this figure tells us, that it is a rectangular hyperbola children. See what this diagram tells us, that it is a rectangular hyperbola. That means when price falls from OP, see price is falling from OP to OP1. So 50% falling of prices there, and demand rises from OQ to OQ1. So 50% rise. Same thing, same proportionate change has been done, that is called as rectangular. The slope of the demand curve is rectangular hyperbola. Keep in mind. Then the fourth type of demand is children relatively elastic demand, that is ED less than 1. Keep in mind, ED less than 1. So when a percentage change in price leads to more than proportionate change in quantity demanded, the demand is said to be relatively elastic. So for 50% fall in price, 100% demand has been increased. That means ED is less than 1. Quantity demanded is more. And 1, that means price has not changed but the quantity has been changed. That time it is called as relatively elastic demand. ED less than 1. So here what it tells, symbolical representation, here we can see ED is equal to, children, percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. So ED is equal to, children, 100 divided by 50. So ED is equal to over here 2. So 2 means what? Over here demand has been increased but price has not changed. So when price falls from OP to OP1, demand rises from OQ to OQ1, then the demand curve over here has a flatter slope. For where? Elasticity, relatively elastic demand. It has a flatter slope over here. If you can see, children, in the diagram, see it has a flatter slope. So flatter slope is there over here. Relatively elastic demand. Then for relatively, that is elastic demand, ED is less than 1. Flatter slope we have. Then come to next point, that in the third part we have seen what was there. Children, see, we will repeat again. I will repeat again. First one was what? Perfectly elastic demand, infinite change is there. Then here the diagram representation is horizontal parallel line is there. Then for second perfectly inelastic demand, vertical straight line has been drawn, ED is equal to 0. For third one, unitary elastic demand, ED is equal to 1, same proportionate change is there, and flatter slope or rectangular hyperbola it has been called. And for relatively elastic demand, it is a flatter slope. Now come to a last part regarding types of elastic demand, that is fifth one, relatively inelastic demand, children. The fifth point, relatively inelastic demand. Now what is this relatively inelastic demand? Where ED is greater than 1, means a percentage change in price leads to less than proportionate change in the quantity demanded. Then the proportionate change is less, whatever quantity demanded is less compared to price. Then that is called as relatively inelastic demand, children. So they have given an example. 50% fall in price will lead to 25% rise in quantity demanded. Fall in price has been by 50%, but the quantity demanded has increased by only 25%. So that time then the demand is more greater than 1. So ED greater than 1, that is called as relatively inelastic demand, children. Then the formula, relatively inelastic demand is calculated as percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. That is 25 divided by 50, it is called as 0.5. So here that is ED is 0.5, and in the diagram we have seen that the demand curve, see children, over here has a steeper slope, steeper, it is more downward, steeper slope, for which relatively inelastic demand, keep in mind, and for relatively elastic demand it has a flatter slope, children. So here this tells us that the figure 3.15 tells us when price falls from OP to OP1. So here just we want to tell that when price falls from 50%, but quantity demanded is also 25%. So what has happened over here? 25 divided by 50, if we do, it is coming 0.5. 0.5 means demand is 0, but 0.5 has been increased, that is price has been increased over here. So ED is greater than 1. So what has been told over here? Again I will repeat, children, when a percentage change in price leads to less than proportionate change in quantity demanded, demand is said to be relatively inelastic. So 50% fall in price will lead to 25% rise in quantity demanded. And for example, percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price, that is 25 divided by 50 is equal to 0.5, where ED is greater than 1. So this figure 3.15 tells us that when price falls from OP to OP1, demand rises from OQ to OQ1, that is 25%, and therefore the demand curve has a steeper slope, children. Now, as a part of homework, say, or will discuss during online lecture, children, the type of price elasticity of demand. See, if you can see over here, find out, they have asked, identify the types of price of elasticity demand for the following goods. So see, as a part of homework, say, I want you to search for cosmetics, what will be the elasticity of demand. For medicine, what will be the elasticity of demand? For school uniform, for air conditioners. What is this type? Which type this will come? Types of price elasticity of demand. What we have studied? Income elasticity of demand is there, cross elasticity of demand is there, price elasticity of demand is there, and in main, that is 5 types of price elasticity of demand we studied, that is perfectly elastic demand, imperfect elastic demand, then unitary elastic demand, relatively elastic demand, and relatively inelastic demand with diagrams, children. We have studied. That is the first one. What is there? Perfectly elastic demand is parallel. It is an horizontal line, say, or it is, say, parallel to x-axis. So, in this what they have told, horizontal line parallel to x-axis. Here in this diagram they have shown for figure 3.12, vertical straight line is there to price. For unitary elastic demand they have shown rectangular hyperbola has been drawn. Then for the fourth one, relatively elastic demand, the graph is telling us that it has a flatter slope. And the fourth one, it is telling us that quantity demanded ED greater than 1, it is more steeper, more down. And then some examples are given, like what cosmetics, medicines, school uniform, air conditions, which will come under which type of elasticity of demand. That you will solve and let me know during online lecture. So till now students will see whatever the next points are there in next period. Thank you.